Okay, so now we're going to look at the Crucible weapons, guys. We're going to start here with the Do-Gooder 5. So, the Do-Gooder 5 is a... I'm pretty sure this was a... Yeah, I'm trying to remember the auto rifle that was originally this. I don't play that much Crucible, guys. When I do, I don't max it out like this, so... Generally, I'm not playing Crucible. But this is a solid Crucible weapon either way. It's got a better range. It's got more accurate when the weapon's fired from... Not hip, sorry. When it grows more accurate, the longer it's fired, period. It's got snapshot. I really don't advise snapshot. It's not really a good upgrade. I would definitely get perfect balance, though. And perfect balance or single point sling. Let me see. No, just perfect balance is really the best upgrade out of this, guys. So, it's got more of a reload heavy weapon. It's more like a faster reloading. It's sort of like Shadow Price. It reminds me of that a bit. The weapon does look like another weapon called the Surrender A. That's a good weapon, but yeah, it's also got third eye, so it's definitely built more for PvP. Third eye is not really a good thing. Yeah, so would I advise this to buy? We'll see the next one and talk about it. So, I gotta talk about these two weapons before we move on. This one right here, For the People. Jordan was just talking about it. He was liking it a bit. It's a improvement from the last weapon, which was known as Hexcaster. For the People seems like what it's trying to be is more, if you play Crucible and you need a Vanguard weapon, it seems like that's what it's trying to become. Because it's got the upgrade Glass Half Full, where the bottom half of the magazine does more damage. It also has Field Scout, more ammo, and perfect balance, which has already got a good stability, and it's got rangefinder. This is what was like the one Schengen E weapon I call Up for Anything. It's sort of like that. It's actually kind of like battling with it a bit. This weapon's got like a, I don't know. It's like that. It's trying to become an all-around weapon. It's like trying to be a good range. It's got a right arrangement of scopes, like how the Up for Anything does. If you play Crucible, this is your Up for Anything. This is a good weapon. I would honestly advise For the People more than I would advise Do-Gooder. Do-Gooder seems more for like a singular purpose, where For the People, although it's not excelling in everything, it's excelling in getting the all-around. So, For the People, if you play Crucible more than Vanguard, and you have enough marks to get this, I would advise this if you're looking for an auto rifle. Next, we're going to go to 1, 2, 3, SYZYGY. I know that stands for something, guys. I don't know what it means. All in a row. So, you want to talk about this pulse rifle, Jordan?
Sure.
Yeah. I'll look.
I'm not really a pulse rifle guy. But I've been looking at pulse rifles for a while. This one, okay, it's got spray and play, which increases the reload speed of this weapon when this mag is empty. So basically, this is one that you're going to want to finish the full clip before you reload. You've got single point sling, speed reload, and perfect balance. The stability on it looks already pretty good, so I'd probably put that on speed reload, because the reload is looking pretty low. But then you got Grenader. So, yeah, this one, you can kind of feel that it's geared more towards PvP and such. Because usually in PvP, you're going to be spraying and praying for a while.
I like that you said spraying and playing.
Yeah, and then the speed reload will help out, because, you know, you're going to be running around, there's going to be a ton of people, and those grenades are going to be worth your while. So, overall, I think it's pretty good.
Yep, so, like you said, would you say it's geared more toward, you did say it's more geared towards Crucible as opposed to Vanguard.
Yeah.
Yeah. The next one, I think, is 3 Little Words. Now, I do have the pulse rifle before this one, and I know what it was trying to be. So, the pulse rifle before this one was, I don't have it on my person, it was called, God, I can't remember. Wow, this sucks. It looks similar to Time on Target, but it was a very slow firing pulse rifle, but had a ton of impact. This one, however, is actually pretty much the same, just reskinned, I find. The body shot thing seems like it was trying to be like it. The third eye had the same attachment as the pulse rifle, the third eye. And this also has a similar scope range, where Actually, the previous pulse rifle had a more ACOG-like, I guess you'd say, scope or long-range scope. This one also has fitted stock. I don't really see the need. It's not that big of a jump in stability, but yeah. This one almost seems like, based on the bonuses, it kind of is already preset in what it wants to be, and really none of these upgrades really fix that or help that, so I'd say Headseeker's a good one and Third Eye's a good one. This is definitely built towards PvP. If I had to choose between this one or the 123, based on ammo, 123 would win. However, the other one, if you're looking for a more faster firing, generally you want to find a faster firing weapon. You want to go with the 123 SYZ. But if you are pretty good at firing pulse rifles, you're used to the slow firing rate, get 3 little words. You will find it very useful, especially with the impact. But going on to the Saturmine Rapier, I have no idea what this is. I've never seen this weapon, guys. So, based on the looks of this weapon, it is more of a... Actually, I'd be going to say it was a more Vanguard weapon. Just off of the precision kills cause explosive damage. Because I never find a use for that. Do you, in Crucible?
In Crucible, not really.
Yeah, explosive damage. I mean, explosive damage, yes, but not explosive headshots, really. It doesn't really have a wide range ever. Also, this has got a wide range of scopes. It's got outlaw, precision kills, and stuff like that. Let's see. Yeah, I don't really know where this weapon is trying to fit, interestingly. I would say it's got a better preset than another Nicked, but another Nick's got the ammo advantage, and the ammo advantage for another Nick is a lot. It makes this weapon a little bit obsolete to me, but okay. But if we're just talking about this, let's go to Beeline Trauma. Beeline Trauma. So Beeline Trauma is definitely trying to be closer range. You can tell just by the presets, it's like extremely flat in close range. I don't know. I don't really find useful scout rifles in close range. It's definitely got the stability thing in range. I feel like it's gonna become longer range the longer you use it. But yeah, missing Mulligan is also a good upgrade for this. But this is more of a. Actually, I find this one a little bit more useful than the last one because this weapon can kind of become like this one, but it's also got more shots than everything else. Generally, you want to have more shots in the chamber, guys, whenever you're using a weapon like that. Going up to the TFWPKY. I remember what this stands for, sort of. I forget.
1969.
Anyway. Jordan's going to talk about this one because he loves hand cannons, like I said.
Yes, I am the hand cannon man. Alright, so this one is off the bat already looking a lot better than the Devil You Don't. So, if you look at Return to Sender here, that's pretty good for any gun, you know, overall, because the kills will grant, grant bonus ammo. Then you got Armor Piercing, Flare Magwell, and Field Scout. And then what looks like is going to be pretty good for, especially for a hand cannon, would be Mulligan. So, you know, usually you're going to be trying to hit those persistent shots with the hand cannon. And if you miss or happen to miss, then you have a better chance of getting that going back to your magazine. So number one, you don't have to worry about reloading, because plus you have Return to Sender combined with Mulligan. And looking at the magazine size, it's pretty nice, so I'd say that's all around pretty good. Plus there's Field Scout, so if you want a little bit more ammo in your cartridge, you got that.
Yeah. Would you say it's an improvement to the old, weapon they used to have?
I can't remember the weapon they used to have. What was it?
It was... yeah. I have no idea. I think I have it on me. No, I do not. But, no, it was a... It was similar to the Devil You Don't, but definitely what you saw with the Devil You Don't in the last Crucible weapon, or Devil You Know, I mean, in last Crucible weapon, was they were both, like, excelling in either Vanguard or Crucible, but they could really just be used anywhere, it seemed like. There was just one upgrade on each that set it apart. But, yeah, this one, it was definitely, if you don't, don't get the Devil You Don't if you need a hand cannon. Get TFWPK. Get it. It's good. So, next on to the trolley problem. What? The trolley problem? Really?
Yes.
The true problem.
The
Okay.
Cryptop.
Yeah, so, on spawn, this weapon occasionally gets additional ammo. That's actually pretty good. I've only had one gun that did that, and it was a pretty good thing. This, accelerated coils, really good. Enhanced battery is also very good. And kills the, who's next, kills the final round. Like I said, final round with these things, I really don't find a use for. Generally, you never want to be in a situation where you're having to use the final round of anything to kill something. But, hey, I guess some people do it. Definitely a slower or shorter range for fusion rifles. It's an arc weapon, so if you're looking for arc as opposed to fire, if you look at the plug one, this has got your stuff. Would I advise this over the plug one? Like, I didn't really advise getting the plug one that much. Not really, and I really wouldn't advise getting this one either. Even with the extended coils and stuff, it's really not, you know, your best. You could probably get something better like Exodus or, was it Final, like, these two. Like, if you have this one, you're good. If you have this one, you're good. These two are pretty good. There's also another one I had, but from New Monarchy, or not New Monarchy, from Future War Cult. Which, by the way, if you get the Calming, I think it is, by Future War Cult, if you have that fusion rifle, you have the best PvP fusion rifle in the game. Do not sell it. Do not, you know, dismantle it. Keep it. It's the best one you can get. Going down to the shotguns, the two in the morgue. I actually got killed by this thing the other day when I was recording a Crucible match the entire game. I don't think I got killed by anything else but this thing. So, does that mean it's a good gun because I'm getting killed and I'm super pro? No, because I'm not the proest guy in the world, but no. It is more of a side shooter. Like, if you have the Black Chasm, it's similar to the Black Chasm or the Invisible Hand. It's got a very high spread, and also that, which means if you're 2 feet from or inches from someone, or longer, because shotguns in this game can be a bit OP sometimes, it's pretty much going to get your target killed, or at least down, so you can blink strike them if you're a hunter. So, yeah. You also can add range and stuff to it. It's got luck in the chamber. It's also got CQC ballistics. I would advise this over anything. I don't know why you'd want soft ballistics. It doesn't really add anything to this thing. But yeah. Two to the morgue. Over the shotgun, they have the Vanguard. I would not advise this thing. I'd advise the shotgun with the Vanguard. Unless you're a hunter that has blink strike, because you're going to be 2 inches from someone every time you use it. The longbow. Now, this one is interesting. It is like the E-Path. It's pretty much the same tree to me as the E-Path was. And E-Path, considering an E-Path does fire damage, yeah, it's pretty similar. It's also got mulligan like the one I have. It's also got spray and play. Increased reload speed when the weapon's mag is empty. Generally, that's when it's going to happen because you're going to keep trying to pop someone with the sniper rifle. Field Scout kind of alleviates this upgrade, so I would advise either getting skip rounds, which actually pay off when someone's hiding behind the wall and it can bounce off and kill them. Yeah, skip rounds pay off in PvP, guys. They really do. But would I advise this thing?
But for a sniper rifle, though?
Huh?
You think it's really that good for a sniper rifle?
What, skip rounds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it'd be wasted unless they were unless you said they were in the corner, which is really improbable usually.
Generally, what I find on Crucible is a lot of people hiding like in between stones or something like that, and if you miss them or hit the ground lower, you can bounce the bullet off and get a headshot.
Yeah.
Won't confirm or deny it. That's how most of my kills happen with sniper rifles. But hey, skip rounds. Anyway. No, but even if you took skip rounds out, I would really not see the relevance of this weapon, besides the magazine size. But then I said, the spray and play thing is pretty much useless at that point. This weapon is definitely geared towards people missing a lot of shots. If you miss a lot of shots with this weapon, it's definitely geared towards you. If you're a bad sniper, get this thing. Against all odds.
But don't be a bad sniper.
Huh?
Just don't be a bad sniper.
Pretty much. But hey, some people struggle with that. Against all odds, this is better than the Vanguard one at the moment. But is it a better one than Zombie Apocalypse? Not really. Or Culling? Not really. The Culling you can get from the Future War Cult is a lot better than this, and Zombie Apocalypse is a lot better than... I would say it's a little bit better than the Culling to me, but By the way, the culling is from Future War Call, but this I would really find no use for. Upgrades, I'll show them real quick. But every upgrade hinders this weapon in a way from the more accurized ballistics you already have. Persistence, I guess it's useful. Single point sling, not really. Maximum ammo would be useful for this weapon. And Grenadier, but like I said, it's a really, really close range LMG, which I don't like. But oh well. The Valedictorian 9.4. This one has the... Wait, what? Yeah, this is the proximity explosion thing. Grenades and horseshoes. If you need to, if you're missing a target a lot with your grenade, with your rocket launcher, this will blow up based on the proximity of where you were aiming it. So if it hits someone near there, it'll blow up and you get them. Although I would definitely go for the Vanguard one over this one. Not useful. And I realized a second ago that we lost Jordan in the Skype call. Jordan, I lose you in the Skype call. Jordan.
Yeah.
I lost him in the Skype call. How wonderful. Anyway, moving back on to Valedictorian. Like I said, you probably want the Vanguard one over this one. It's going to be better for Crucible anyway. So, yeah. But going back to this list, what would I advise getting? So, from this list, for the people I would advise getting. I would also advise getting either of these pulse rifles, but before these, I would buy time on target. So, if I had to pick, so I guess I'll sum it up sort of like this. Auto rifles, which one should you get? For the people and Up for Anything are two very good auto rifles that seem to go for the same purpose, which makes me kind of feel like it doesn't matter which one you get. However, Up for Anything does have the, I think, better pre-stat roll than this gun does, but it's your choice altogether. Whichever one you play more of, you're going to buy that one. So, either one of those are really good. I would not advise their Do-Gooder or the Playback SOS. The 1, 2, 3, whatever. This one or 3 Little Words. I would advise the 1, 2, 3 just because of the faster firing rate. However, if you're going to look at time on target or this one, pick time on target. The faster firing rate is a lot better than this one. Going on to the Saturine Rapier or the Beeline Trauma. Like I said, the Beeline Trauma seems to be a little bit better than the Saturine Rapier. Oh my god, I'm messing that word up, guys. But no, it seems to be better than the Rapier. However, I would still advise another Nicked over this, guys. So that's for me. That's just personally me. TFWPK. Would I advise this one over W Don't? Of course I would. W Don't is a piece of trash. Never buy it. Don't even look at it. There's nothing redeemable really about it. It's got a fast reload, that's about it. And generally, most people die in Crucible getting caught reloading, so just saying. Trolley Problem. I said something about that already. It's really, if you have light beware or something like that, you're fine. To the morgue, Vanguard shotgun's going to be better, but I really wouldn't even advise buying the Vanguard shotgun. Against all odds, oh wait, wrong one. Longbow. Would I buy this one? If you're bad at sniping, get it. If you're not, you don't need it. Against all odds, I would not advise this or the Vanguard heavy machine gun. They're both bad to me. Going to the Valedictorian or the, I forget what the last one, what the Vanguard one is called. But yes, whichever one of these you get, definitely I would advise the Vanguard one over this one. But the Vanguard one is still probably not as good as the old one. But it's your choice. So there's really not that many redeemable ones. There's only, out of this list I've said, there's only 3 weapons I would advise buying, and they're the auto rifle, Up for Anything, the the scout rifle, another Nicked, and the pulse rifle, time on target. That's really the only weapons I would advise getting, or the TFWPK. But if you honestly have either the 2 Crucible weapon, the Crucible weapon hand cannon, I forget what it's called, or the Vanguard Devil You Know, you're really okay. It's not a necessity. So, yeah. But before we end this video, I gotta say one thing. One little thing. Accommodations.
Oh my god.
I don't know why they put them in the game. I don't know if they're gonna keep them in the game. I would not advise them to keep them in the game because it's one of the dumbest things I have ever seen. Why, you ask? And why? Because there's a lot of people who are probably going to hate on me for this. It is a very dumb mechanic for this game. Why do you need to level up every time to get this weapon? Because I understand basically how it can work in your favor. If you level up, basically you can get a random drop and have the chance to get the weapon you want or another weapon you want. The problem is, however, that there's a cap on marks and stuff, so to keep people from leveling like constantly up, like most of us would do, they just farm Vanguard to hell and everything, the strikes, and eventually we just have all the Vanguard weapons in about 1 week. They put Lux on it and only let you cap to 100 marks. Do you know why they do this? To keep you coming back the next week so you can get 150 marks, while you think the weapons are 50 marks over the limit. To keep you playing so you can go back the next week and then get the weapon. But you have to then wait another 2 weeks to get the next weapon. And so on and so forth. And even if you level up, there's a chance you're going to get it. Plus, it's not going to have the same upgrade tree. You could probably get it and it could still suck. Because the upgrades currently for the weapon could be a lot worse than what they are when you get it as a new thing.
What I really feel like they should do is remove the Vanguard mark cap and just keep the commendations. I feel like that would be easier for everyone, considering that marks are really needed. But the commendations, it's not that hard to level up.
But yeah, still, if you get commendations, I would advise them to do this. If they want to add commendations, make it so you get them like strange coins or what are they called? Motes of Light.
Yeah, that would actually make it easier.
Do it like that. But honestly, it makes a whole lot more it makes it a lot more complex than it needs to be to get a certain weapon. Because not only you now have to have the marks to get said weapon, but you also have to have the commendation to pay for said weapon. Then you have to have another commendation to get the next said weapon. You see what I mean? And by the way, you can farm and get 100 marks pretty easily on each one. Well, at least in Vanguard, really easily doing strikes. But I will say this. Once you do that, you really don't level up. You can't level up getting 100 marks every week, which there should be some bonus if you get 100 marks. You should get like a 2x or 3x% buff on all experience earned in that thing if you get the 100 marks. Because that would make it less, grindy, but still. Yeah, so anyway, that's my thoughts on commendations. I don't really think they're good for the game. I think they're gonna probably cause some problems later. Especially if we start needing more accommodations and stuff, or different types for like the House of Wolves DLC. And if we're going to have to trade in all of our obsolete stuff like here, it's happening too fast a bit, but oh well. Anyway guys, that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you made learned some stuff about the weapons you might want or are going to get. Please leave a comment or a like down below. I don't care. And check out some of the other stuff on the channel, and check Jordan, who just died. Yeah, check some of the other stuff on the channel, and I will see you guys in the next video.